Pranam from Vijay Neelakantan. Today, World Environment Day, celebrated every year on June 5th globally. It is a day on which we spread awareness about the environment and the need to conserve it. Moreover, it is essential to advocate for a greener environment and conservation of nature. It is quite simple, as when we conserve the environment today, the future generations will be able to lead a healthier life. We cannot be so selfish and use up all the resources for ourselves. World Environment Day is a perfect opportunity to make people aware of the issues we are facing and how one can contribute to saving it. Thus, it is quite important in its own way. The thought of World Environment Day took shape during the United Nations Conference on the Human Environment in Stockholm, Sweden in 1972. The purpose of the conference was to focus on human intervention and its impacts on the environment. As the outcome of the conference, it was decided that a World Environment Day would be celebrated to raise awareness about the impacts of human activities on the environment. 50 years ago, the world leaders I would say, came together at the United Nations Conference on the Human Environment and committed to protecting the planet. But let me tell you, we are far from succeeding. We can no longer ignore the alarm bells that ring louder every day. Let us understand the importance of World Environment Day. World Environment Day reminds us to strengthen the world and to ensure that nature is preserved at all cost. It throws light on the causes which are causing serious harm to our environment. For instance, industries and factories are contributing largely to pollution. They are worsening the quality of air that we breathe and the water we consume. Thus, this day serves as an eye-opener for many citizens who aren't aware of all this. In other words, it spreads awareness amongst the common people which the environment is facing right now. Moreover, it also encourages the public from different societies and communities to take advice or active participation in celebrating the day. Further, it also urges them to become the active agents in developing environmental safety methods. Not just that, it also encourages everyone to keep their nearby surroundings safe and clean so that everyone can have a cleaner, greener, and more prosperous future. Every little deed matters. On the occasion of World Environment Day, it is essential for all to realize that every little deed matters when it comes to saving the environment. No matter how small a step you are taking to lead a greener lifestyle, it does make a difference, because if everyone starts doing little deeds one by one, it will turn into something big. As the saying goes, every drop makes an ocean. It is true in this case as well. As there are a lot of diseases that originate due to unhygienic living conditions and dirty water, we must begin there. For instance, when water remains stagnant or unclean for long, various insects and bacteria start growing there. This results in deadly diseases like malaria, dengue, and many more. So we must make sure to cover the tanks, pots, coolers, and much more, which may become a breeding ground for such insects and diseases. Similarly, we have to talk about the issues of garbage disposal. Especially in our country, people litter around everywhere. It is essential to firstly dispose of waste properly, and also segregate the wet and the dry waste accordingly. These little deeds will make you realize how wholesome your life will become. It is not always about the money and the luxury. The little fulfilling things and change in habits can prove to be very, very effective. Thus, we have the World Environment Day, which serves as a reminder to protect the environment at all cost. All the resources of nature, from forests to oceans to soil to air, we must conserve. In simple words, it is a day to make people more accountable for the environment damages that we do. It seeks to generate a sense of responsibility towards the environment in the people and the governments as well. It is only when the people and the governments collectively put effort to preserve the environment that things will begin to change. World Environment Day addresses the issues faced by every environmental factor, whether it is in water, ocean, rivers, animals, plants, rain, global warming, climate change, glacier melts and coral reefs, and many, many, many more. The theme of this year's World Environment Day is Only One Earth. It's in a simple statement of fact. This planet is our only home. It is vital we safeguard the health of its atmosphere, the richness and the diversity of life on Earth, its ecosystems and its finite resources. But we are failing to do so. We are asking too much of our planet to maintain ways life that are unsustainable. Earth's natural systems cannot keep up with our demands. Let me tell you a few facts. There are more than 3 billion people affected by degraded ecosystems. Pollution is responsible for some 9 million premature deaths every year. More than 1 million plant and animal species risk extinction, many within decades. Close to half of humanity is already in the climate danger zone, 15 times more likely to die from climate impacts such as extreme heat, floods and drought. It is my humble request to you all that you must participate in the events in your own capacity, whatever possible, wherever you are, but on daily basis, not just on World Environment Day. Even if you forward a simple message to environment protection from your smartphone, I think that would be able to change at least a couple of minds. Every year, the theme focuses on a specific topic of environment concern. Sometimes it is an ocean, or sometimes it is soil, species, aquatic life, oceans, pollutions, etc. Another interesting fact is that every year a country is selected to host the events on the theme. You would be proud to know that India had twice hosted the World Environment Day, first in 2011 and then again in 2018. In 2011, the theme was Forest, Nature at Your Service, and in 2018, the theme was Plastic Pollution. It is worth mentioning here that the 2018 World Environment Day was specifically significant for India. It is so because in the same year, the government of India pledged to eliminate completely the use of single-use plastic by the year 2020, but today we are at 2020. Have we achieved it? That's a question that we need to ask ourselves. The main idea is to let humans realize what impact on the environment is being made by our activities. It seeks to make people more aware and protective towards the environment. We are all linked with the environment. Let us not forget that. We breathe only because of other elements in the environment are supporting our metabolic process. Any damage to the environment will be reflected in our own health. Let's not forget that. If the environment is damaged beyond a limit, then it would be like human dug a grave for itself. If we would like to have nowhere to go, and there would be no point to resentment. World Environment Day. let me again stress it, offers a global platform for inspiring positive change. It provides an opportunity, to think how we consume Earth's finite resources. How can business develop greener models and transition to a greener economy? How can farmers and manufacturers produce sustainably for governments to invest in repairing and protecting our environment? What can we do to protect our environment? This is a very simple question many people ask me. It is up to us to protect and look after our environment. Let's see how. Save energy. Turn off lights, fans, or any other electrical appliances when there is no need for them. Use reusable items. Replace plastic bags with reusable cloth bags. Plastics take years to decompose and pose a risk of polluting the environment. Separate and recycle. Keep organic and inorganic wastes in different containers as their waste treatment process is different. Some examples of inorganic waste, I would say, in aluminum cans, dust, glasses, etc. Some examples of organic waste, I would say, are food waste, fruit waste, vegetable waste, etc. Next, save water. Make sure all your taps and water outlets in your home are completely shut off. Since the water crisis is prevailing in certain countries, it is high time we should start putting efforts into saving water. Keep your surroundings clean. Make sure you put the dry waste around you in special waste bins provided by your local municipality. If they haven't provided, I think you should take the first initiative to place the dustbins. Now let me conclude. How can you as a student contribute to World Environment Day? You can do that by highlighting the importance of World Environment Day through different means. Let your voice be visible through your words, writings, and impacts everyone who reads it or listens to your piece. Go ahead and spread the message with great zeal and passion, and to strive to become a responsible citizen. Let me also bring governments here, because governments need urgently to prioritize climate action and environmental protection through policy decisions that promote sustainable progress. To sum it up, always remember that the gifts and the blessings which nature endows on us are priceless. It is rather essential to conserve them for all a better future and life for all. Always remember that small steps will make you reach your goal. Hoping that you all are able to understand my views and will adopt a zero tolerance towards environmental damage. I think I have said enough. I seriously hope that I was able to improve your knowledge as well as make you a little more concerned about the environment and the damages we do, whether knowingly or unknowingly. Thank you.